Hello, this is TheAshleyCorinne, and I just wanted to make this video just to address a couple of issues. And the issues I'm going to address in this video are cross-dressing and um, uh, like surgical transition, SRS, sexual reassignment surgery, also hormones, stuff like that. And I'm not going to be discussing them in general. I'm just going to just clarify a few things that people might have been thinking about when they watch my videos. Um, so I'm going to be discussing them in the sense that they, specifically relate to me in my life and what I think about it. For me. Um, Now, I am transgendered, in case you didn't get that, or in case you haven't watched any of my videos. I am MTF, male to female, although I hate using that term, MTF and FTM, because I always get them mixed up. I'm always like, oh, I'm an FTM, I mean a MTF, MTM, FFM. I'm a girl in spirit. No, I mean I consider myself female with a few adjustments that happened in the womb. But anyways, personally, I mean I've figured out, or I kind of came to terms with this about myself when I was like 16, as far as being transgendered, and I of course knew about cross dressers and transsexuals, and I knew about all that, but in kind of more of a superficial way, just what I'd seen in movies and on TV and stuff. Um, so, and then I did more research. I found out about it. Anyways, long story short, I thought of transitioning, of getting hormones and sexual reassignment and all that, but for several factors, which I won't really, you know, go into right now, because that would take up the whole video. I decided not to do any type of surgery except for possibly getting hair removal. Because, I mean, I don't have a whole lot of hair up here, but that's, I have hair on my back, and I have hair on my chest, and anyways, but I just anyways, so that's still something I'm thinking about. But and as far as like cross dressing goes, because see, the reason why I'm making this video is because I'm sure people have watched my videos and been like, that person's transgender, doesn't look transgender to me, because I just I'm just wearing jeans and a t-shirt, men's underwear, because women's underwear don't really work for me. But I don't wear a bra or anything like that. And I'm a lesbian, so I'm attracted to women, so it's like, having a male anatomy comes in handy. But basically, I have accepted myself, and I don't feel the need personally to transition physiologically into female. But and then as far as cross dressing goes, I well, technically I cross dress every day because I'm a female wearing men's clothes, but that's a whole other story. I'm, like I said, I'm a lesbian. I'm a big tomboy. It's like I like romantic girly things, but I like action. I like violence, blood and gore. I don't like sports though. I don't like sports or like racing or anything like that. Um, but you know, so the way I see myself is kind of like a dyke. Dyke with a dick. That's that's the term I like to use. Lesbian with a penis. Um, but so I mean, if I was born with a vagina and breasts and a female anatomy, then I'd probably wear boys' clothes most of the time, anyways. It's not to say that I don't want to wear some, nice, pretty clothes once in a while, but it's like, I don't know. It's I'm just fine wearing boys' clothes and being perceived as a boy, because for me, it's not so much convincing other people, because I got to the point, where I wanted to convince people. I wanted, and it would bug me when people wouldn't believe me. And of course, I've told my parent, I've come out to most of my family. I've come out to both of my parents, and although they're kind of slowly coming around to it, they're both religious, and so they kind of see it as like my dad is, he's really old fashioned, and he thinks that like homosexuality is should still be categorized as a mental disease and stuff like that. Um, he's just really old fashioned. And so I'm sure, I don't know what he thinks or what my mom thinks, because alternative genders don't fit into their view of life. But anyways, enough about them. Um, so that's just kind of that kind of basically covers it in a nutshell. You know, so that, I mean, this is me. I still consider myself, besides my genitalia and my male appearance, I consider myself female. I because I had this transition where I went from thinking of myself as male when I was a child to when I was a teenager, and I was like, coming to terms with, I stopped going to church and I started coming to terms with the fact that I wanted to dress and act like a girl and be like a girl. And so I started thinking of myself as a man who wants to be like a girl. And then I started thinking of myself as a man who wants to be a girl when I started researching about transgenderism and stuff. And then I started thinking about myself as, a female mind in a male body. And then I started thinking of myself more recently as just a female with male parts. Because the way that I feel, the way I see myself is I'm a female who, because of some sort of mutation, developed as, male superficially instead of female. But it's like I still consider myself female. I don't think of myself as having a female mind in a male body. I think of myself as having a female mind in a female body with certain genetic mutations that happened in the womb, thus giving me a penis and testicles, not a vagina and ovaries. Anyways, I've rambled on for long enough, but I hope that answered some questions for anyone who might think that I'm full of shit, or that I'm lying about being transgender, or maybe that I'm a FTM, born female, transition to male, or something like that. No, it's female with male appearance. I'm all woman, baby, with a built-in strap-on. Ugh.